Hello everyone, sorry for the noise in the background. That's the heater going because, as you would guess for this time of year, it's extremely cold. Now, one of the things that I've not actually ever done before on a later car is actually upgrade the washer wiper controls so it's got an electric push switch, and after just fitting a lovely set of Bob Picton's water jets to the front of the nickel and adding the washer motor, it would really be a shame to just have another switch somewhere. So I'm actually going to go over how we changed or upgraded the washer wiper switch that's in the car as standard, which is here. Now it is quite fiddly with the doing it in the car itself, so I'm actually going to show you some of this off the car, as I have plenty of spare dashes, and that will include removing this button here, which I've seen many people chew the hell out of roundabout trying to get it up, and it's quite simple. There is actually a very, very small aperture on the side that you can press in, and it simply pulls off, and then you'll maybe just see the type of screw retaining the switch in, and that, again, with the right tool available from Bob Picton, strangely enough, you'll be able to unscrew that without too much trouble. So we'll go to the bench now, and I'll cover taking the button off, getting the switch out, and prepping it for taking a push switch for activation. Okay, that's us back at the bench to actually cover in a bit more detail getting the button off and how these later wash light switches are actually fitted. Might be worth it this time actually showing the two types that you can find. You will find one like this. Now, opening up the back presents a totally different approach to what we will do on the second one, which is what we have fitted to the car. This one would involve actually cutting out this disc at the back and then potting it back in once you've done the mods. The bulb and how it works is exactly the same, so it would be up to yourselves what you put in the back of that one. We are going to cover putting the thin version of this on the back, on and off. Now, this little sod is what most people try to force. Perhaps not sure how much I'm close enough to the camera that you can see. It simply pushes on, latches, and it will come back off. Now, if I refit this one, there you go, and most people pull at it, twist at it, and they will eventually break it. However, there's a very, very small hole one side of it, and all that's actually needed is to put a bit of pressure into that hole. Maybe it was actually going to be easier in the car, but once you put that pressure in there, off it will come, and they're all the same. After that, you have one retaining ring. Now, the retaining ring I'll put up has two slots in it, which you can use a blade of a screwdriver, or you can actually use the correct tool for the job. This isn't the genuine Lucas tool for these. This is one that's remade by Bob Picton. Thank you very much, Bob. We all love your tool. Goes on, walks into the ring, and twist it off. I've also seen these, and I have actually made them myself out of a deep socket. You do need to get a decent deep socket, or a piece of tube, and you file it down yourself. Bob kindly made this one, and it's much appreciated, Bob. So now we'll actually get on to taking the parts off the back and see what's actually in the inside of, not the plastic one, but actually this one, which is actually fitted onto the car that we have on the ramp at the moment. Now, very much like a very, very much older TV show that some of us might remember and show our age, here's one we prepared earlier. The Removing the ring at the back is a matter of pulling it back. It's been crimped on. It holds this flange in place, and once you've nibbled the ring off or bent it back, you can then remove the back part, which, as you can see, very little to it. The bulb where your washer is here. Now, as soon as that bulb's removed, one of the things we've lost is the travel, and more importantly, the look and feel that we have. Now, we will try and replace some of that by picking a slightly different kind of switch and actually add a small piece of foam to take up the gap, because as you'll see from the depth of the bulb, we're quite a distance, and that plunger will actually come all the way at the back now, which you can't do because the range is very, very limited. So what we don't want is we want to give it a little bit of play, a little bit of a cushion, so that we have a little bit spare in here, so as the foam compresses or anything wears, we can start actuate the switch. Bulb, back, plunger, all there is to it. So let's go ahead and fit the switch.